Okay, so excuse the steering wheel over here, but today I kind of wanted to talk about getting high and the topic of, I don't want to say abusing marijuana, abusing weed, pot, bud, kush, whatever you call it. Um, but I had this thought last night where I got really high and I said to myself, oh my God, like I have a list of videos that I wanted to make and content I wanted to pump out, but I'm back and forth with, oh, why do I feel so lazy? Why do I feel so unmotivated? Blah, blah, blah. And last night I was so high and I had this idea to do this video talking about my experience at the VMAs and how I got tickets and, just talking about my whole experience. And I was just so high. It was just like, I was like, oh, I can't do this right now. And it clicked that I kind of was like, I am getting so high to a point, well, not so high, it's not like I hit a limit and I'm like, oh my God, I can't fucking function. But it's like, you get in this mundane routine of like, just, you get home from work or you get home from school or you get home from whatever you were doing, errands, anything. And it's kind of, you're a little dependent on it, which could become extremely unhealthy. And it's not something, sorry, my lips are chapped, so I'm going to look for a chapstick, but it's not something that I think, like, I don't think weed is addictive. I think we as people could just get addicted to routine. And that's what happened. That's absolutely what's happening or what happened to me. I have smoked pot like on and off for the past like 10 years. And I mean, there are moments where, it's really fun and it's really great and I enjoy it and it's fun, it's silly, haha, you know what I mean? But like, a moment like last night having that realization of like, oh shit, like I could be doing other things, because what ends up happening is you get so high that you end up doom scrolling. You're not even so high, you just get like high period, and you're just so relaxed and so exhausted, or I don't even know how to explain it. You're just like high, like if you know what I'm talking about, where you just sit and rot, and it doesn't feel like a negative thing to you. You just, and you're not sitting there also justifying it either. You're just like time just passes, like all of a sudden you're not high anymore and it's like 3 hours later and you're like, what? And I have never been one of those people who can get high and go to work. I've never done that. I used to do it when I was like a barista, when I was like a teenager, but I'm not, like, that's something that I physically can't do. I don't know how people do that. I know people definitely go like smoke pot and go to work, but I can't do that. But filling my time, all my free time with it. Absolutely. You do become very dependent on it. You become a little dependent on that rush, that like dopamine haha hit. And then you kind of start coming down a little bit, and it just drags and you're dehydrated and you have a headache and you're tired, and you start doing this every single day and you start falling into this hole of like fog. Like you're just foggy every day. It got so bad to a point where like I was setting alarms at 6 in the morning, literally like 5, 6 in the morning, specifically to go outside and like pack my bowl. And I would just get high and then like get back in bed and like watch TV this early in the morning. Like, and I was not like, I'm a morning person, but like this was not me getting up to be a morning person. This was me getting up on purpose to be high when the world is still kind of quiet. And I could just go like sit in my room and like enjoy it and then go back to sleep. And then whatever I had planned for the day, whether if I was off, if I was off from work or going to the beach or going to the store or going on a jog, like I probably was going to try and get high at some point. If I had like nothing to do, even if I did have things to do, like editing videos or paying bills or I don't know, something important like that I had to do like around the house, like I was going to get high for it. If I'm cleaning my room, cleaning the house, I'm getting high for it. If I was cooking myself dinner, I was getting high for it. If I was going in the pool, I was getting high for it. Walking the dogs, I'm getting high for it. Like but you don't realize that that's what you're doing. And one of my favorite things to do, not the best thing in the world, but is to smoke pot and then go on a jog and do my walk. Like I'll do like a 5-mile jog or something, but like I'll be like high the whole time. And I have very bad asthma, so working out already is a struggle. And I've also been hitting this point lately where I'm like, why am I doing this to myself? You know what I mean? And you get addicted to the rush of it, the dopamine rush of it. It's not I don't want to say it's the drug. I mean, I'm not a scientist or anything, but I think it's very easy to fall into that. It really is just routine and oral fixation and that little bit of dopamine that you get. You know what I mean? Because it's not heroin. You're not like, you're not going to sell your fucking dog or all your jewelry to go buy pot. I mean, if you do, get help. Get help if you're selling jewelry. I mean, get help if you're selling anything to go buy drugs. But like, I don't know, if you're selling your jewelry to go buy pot, man, you gotta figure that out. That's like bad. That's bad. Like, you shouldn't be doing that. But it also became a thing socially where I feel like obviously pot is so normalized now, so much more than alcohol, where like everybody's just high all the time, that there is also this pressure to fit in and be cool. It doesn't matter. It doesn't even matter what age you are. Cause I'm 27 and like, I don't give a shit about fucking fitting in or being cool with anybody. Like, trust me, that phase is over. You mentally clock out of that, like in your 20s. But when you go out to the club or anything, this and that, like, there is this weird culture with smoking pot, marijuana, bud, kush, where if you say no, like, and I know people relate to this because I've talked about it before, but like, I get this kind of feeling of like, if I say no, or I'm not in the mood to smoke pot right now in the club or do this, whatever, it's kind of like oh, okay. Like, I get looked at like I'm a loser because I said no, like I don't want to smoke pot right now. You know what I mean? And it's kind of like what is this? What's going on? Because even people who struggle with alcohol, I wouldn't say I struggle with marijuana. Like, I'm just saying, like, this is I wanted to highlight like the negatives because I noticed it last night and I was like, yeah, I need to really like stop. And I know that people absolutely relate to this, but like, it's like with alcohol, like if someone is like, not that they struggle with alcohol, but like they maybe just don't want to drink this night because they drank last night. They're like, just do it. Oh, come on, just take the shot. Or they're like, okay, like, why are you not drinking? That's weird. Why are we doing that as a society? I'm sorry. That is kind of messed up. It doesn't matter what it is. Like, why are you going to make someone feel bad for not wanting to do something that's going to, like, inebriate them? Why? Like, why? But there is this societal pressure, especially with marijuana, because it's kind of associated with being like the cool thing. You know what I mean? Like, it's cool to smoke pot and be high all the time, like blah, blah, blah. And listen, I love to get high. I love to get silly. Haha, it's like fun or whatever. And like, especially when you get, when you know the vibe, like when you're home and you can like DoorDash food and you're just like, haha, like this is the best night of my life. Yeah, but that can't be every single day because you start to lose yourself in that. Like it's very hard. Like, I'm taking these classes right now, and it's very hard for me to remember to do them because I'm prioritizing getting high in my free time versus my priorities that are going to help me in my future. Making the video about the VMAs. I have a list of videos that I wanted to get done, and I guarantee, well, I not guarantee, I can tell you right now to your face, the reason they are not getting done is because of I will get home from whatever I had to do, wherever I was, and the first thing I want to do is get high. And it's not a bad thing to unwind when you come home from anywhere, unwind whatever, but like, you have to have a balance of what you're unwinding with. You know what I mean? You can't have this routine of work or school and come home and just get high until you pass out, at midnight. Also, too, I would like to say, I have always struggled with my body. I've always had body issues, body dysmorphia. It's been a struggle for the past 10 years of my life. My weight has fluctuated horribly, comparison. I don't want to like keep going into deeper things, but like, it's gotten very serious. And lately, and I've always known this was a problem, but it's something that's kind of like, you think you could kick it and then you're successful with it and then you're not. I have always, well, more so recently, I've always been into fitness, whatever. Who fucking cares? I've always been into fitness, but lately I've been really kicking it into high gear because I'm like, I just want to like get myself toned in the right way and feel good about myself, blah, 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 whatever. And what's happening is I'm having my meals that I set for myself throughout the day, and I'm good. I can go to sleep on that full stomach. And then I get so high at night that last night, I didn't make the video that I wanted to because I was so high. It's 1 a.m. I made a salami sandwich. I had this gigantic bag of pretzels. I found this bag of honey barbecue chips. I ate, and then I wake up and I feel sluggish. I feel like heavy, not heavy in a fat way. I'm saying heavy in like you feel it. Like when you overeat at night, because that's something I've also like dealt with, is I guess like a, not to get into it, but like binge stuff, whatever the fuck. High or not high. But you know, that feeling of like when you're high, you're like, shit, like I need to eat right now to come down a little bit from this. And then you eat and eat and eat and eat and whatever. You wake up and all morning my stomach is hurt. I was mad at myself because I was doing so good with my exercising and I fell off. And it's not something of like, oh, give yourself some grace. It's like, no, the past week, every single night, what I've been doing is I will work out and eat good all day. I get so high and then I pig out. I DoorDashed $35 of Applebee's to my house the other night because I was so stoned and I was like greening out and needed food immediately. And I ate it all in one sitting. Felt like garbage the next day. My going to the bathroom cycle is totally off. You just start to feel unhealthy because it's an unhealthy habit and you kind of lose yourself in that. It's okay to like get high and like have fun and like be silly or whatever, but like this is just something I've noticed with myself, and I'm speaking for myself. Everybody else has their own fucking ways about it, but I've just noticed I lose myself. I lose so much of myself because I just end up sitting on my phone or watching TV and eating snacks and not doing anything that I'm passionate about, anything that drives me. Like I'm very much into writing music and producing music and writing like scripts and stuff that I like don't do anything with, but I'm working on, like I have so many things I'm working on 2 books, like, and when I tell you the reason I have not touched this is because I have prioritized getting high. Not like I prioritize it like that's my first thing on the list, I'm gonna get high, whatever. You just come home and you're like, oh, there's the pen, let me just hit the pen, I'll just hit the pen really quick. Oh, well, I'll hit the pen again, I'll hit it. Oh, I don't feel like I'll hit the pen. Or, oh, I could go outside and hit that joint really quick and then I'll like do whatever I need to do. You're not doing it like on purpose. You're not prioritizing it on purpose. You just don't realize that that's what you're doing. You know what I mean? And so you lose a lot of the drive and motivation. And you also, on top of it, my memory is like so foggy. I feel so in a daze every single day. And last year, I was sober from marijuana and alcohol for the entire year. I felt the best I ever felt in my entire life. And then the second I started smoking again, I kind of eased into it. Like I was like, okay, this is fine or whatever, but it very easily, very, very easy slippery slope to fall into of getting dependent on that rush, that dopamine hit of like, haha, this is silly and fun. And you crave it every single day. That's like anything that's, I guess, an addiction. I just don't think marijuana is addictive. I think you get addicted to the quickness of it. You know what I mean? It's like a cigarette. Like obviously nicotine's addictive and stuff, but like, you're in the car, oh, I'll have a cigarette. You know what I mean? Like you're waiting outside the club, okay, you're gonna have a cigarette. So it's just things like that. I think like there are so many negative things that could come from it. Like people say like you should treat it like wine. And baby, if I'm treating marijuana like wine, then I'm an alcoholic because I have a fucking problem. I just wanted to post this and talk about it because I think it's something that does have to be like addressed in society. Like we have normalized just being high 24/7, like way too much. And like, and also too, people have it for medical reasons. People have it for this. Like, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about like strictly like the reason I'm smoking it is to be like stupid. You know what I mean? Like, and that's not good all the time. It's good in moderation sometimes here and there, but like you have to catch yourself and own yourself. And also some people may function better. You know what I mean? Like I'm also, again, talking about myself. Some people may function perfectly as they're, you know, so high. But like for me, I'm just realizing, you know what, a lot of my, I don't want to say failures, or like, I just want to say like lack of motivation, lack of drive, lack of this, lack of that, whatever. It comes from me just being high all the time. Again, like it was so bad to a point where like I was setting alarms at 5 and 6 in the morning to go. And don't get me wrong, like shit, it was fun. Like I was enjoying the fuck out of that. Like it was a good, because the world is quiet, man. Oh my God, am I gonna go do that tomorrow? No. But that's how bad it was. I was setting alarms. Like you shouldn't be setting alarms for 5, 6 in the fucking morning to go smoke pot. Literally, like that's what I was like, I'm doing that. And I would do it very often. And I also, I mean, that was my early 20s. I haven't done that in a long time, but you just don't realize. You just don't realize until all the time passes. Like I look back at my 20s and I'm like, oh my God, my memory is so spotty because of all the smoking and drinking I was doing. And it's a sad realization to be like, damn, like, oh wow, because you kind of like, I don't know, I feel like I just woke up and now I'm 27 and I'm like, oh fuck, like there goes my life, like I can't believe it. What did I do with it? Oh, I was just fucking smoking pot. No, absolutely not turning this shit around right now. Like, so I don't know. I'm getting kind of hot in here, so I'm going to wrap this up. But I hope that people do see this and relate to what I'm saying. And I'm not fucking against pot. Believe me, I will still be fucking smoking. Like, do not think. But it's just something that I think it's normalized in a way of like we can very easily abuse it. And people don't want to say that we're abusing it or being too high or whatever, because it is like the thing. It's cool to be high. It's cool to smoke pot. Like, you know what I mean? So no one wants to say like this is a problem, like we're all high. And I'm all for legalizing it. I fucking want it. Like, you know what I mean? So it's just more so you have to kind of look out for yourself and make sure you're focused on yourself. I'm sweating. Do you see how hot I am in this car right now? But yeah, if you've ever struggled with it, I would like to hear your stories. If you leave it in the comments, or if you have any questions on, I guess, my experience with it, I could keep going, but I don't want this to be a whole long thing. It's already 16 minutes. But yeah, that's just my take on it. It could be a very negative thing. It obviously has 100 positive benefits, obviously. And again, I'm only speaking about myself and my experience with it. But if you have any comments or concerns, like I'm a doctor, if you have any comments or want to share your experience with it in the comments, or want me to talk on a certain point I've made or talk about maybe something else, please let me know. I'm going to be doing more videos like this as I sober up, hopefully. But yeah, so let me know what you think, if you feel you relate or you feel kind of similar to how I feel, because I just felt like it was something to talk on, because I noticed last night my lack of motivation and the cause of that. So, all right, goodbye.